Well, I thought it was like a come and say something, so I had a few. I'll tell you what, I've got my,
We'll give you a little bit of
well,
time.
I just, right then, I wrote down a couple of things.
Maybe cuff answers to some hard questions.
Oh, goody.
Go ahead, Lance.
Well, first off, thank you for showing the interest, Tammy, and coming out tonight and going through what we're ready to put you through.
Okay.
Okay. My question is, why do you want to be appointed to the Alleghany Highlands School Board?
I think just the term Alleghany Highlands School Board is unique and exciting enough in itself, but you know, this isn't my first time at the rodeo. I did a number of years on the school board already. A lot of that was, a lot of time there was spent trying to make this happen. And then, but new since then is I've actually, I've been working as a substitute teacher on and off just to get back into the school system, mainly for the purpose of the Arts Council, you know. How do we get back in? What is relevant now? Because we've been out of the classrooms for 2.5, going on 3 years. So I've been substitute teaching. So I've been in the classrooms, and while we think we may know what the Code of Virginia is, or what the budget situations are, and all of those details about governance of public schools, until you've been in the classroom, you don't truly know. And what was interesting to me was seeing the perspective of the teachers, the delays that the kids have experienced by being out of the classroom during quarantine. I mean, they've lost their place in the maturation process. So a 7th grader, while they may look like a 7th grader, some of their processes are still going on from 5th grade. Teachers have had just about all they can take as far as someone's own personal psyche. So I do have the new perspective of having been in the schools, and I'd like to bring that to the table this time around. And the other, well, not quite.
Okay.
In creating the plan, I just want to help make sure that we build a stronger system that leaves the city school children at a better advantage than they were when we were on our own, unmerged.
Thank you.
Right?
What do you see as a positive outcome of the upcoming merger between the two local communities?
Well, I think we'll have graduates that are more prepared for the outside world, because we'll be able to offer, with larger class sizes and larger workforce, hopefully classes that have had to be eliminated. I think we'll have a stronger sports program, obviously, and that means a lot to a lot of people. I think the biggest positive is that we'll finally put an end to this rivalry thing that carries it through this community to the grave. You know, I hope that it will help in some of the divisiveness of us and them, because when we're all us, I think we can go a lot farther.
Al?
Okay. How would you handle discussions with members of City Council and/or the Allegheny County Board of Supervisors involving budgets and other potential areas where conflict could arise between the new school board and local governing bodies?
Communication. When I was previously on the school board, and when I had the honor of being the chairman, we had regular meetings. And we communicated with city council, we communicated with the city manager. Understanding the why of decisions that are made is the most important part of abiding by other people's decisions. You can fuss all you want to. You see why you all had to do what you had to do, or until you understand that the school system is trying to do something more positive, and they have needs. If the needs are explained and the communication remains open, I don't think that there'll be as much conflict. It's understanding each other and why decisions are being made that I think will lower that problem.
All right. With the Covington City School System and the Allegheny County School System merging July 1st, 2022, forming the Alleghany Highlands School System, can you work cohesively with open-mindedness with members chosen by the Allegheny County Board of Supervisors to ensure a smooth transition and a smooth merging of the schools on July 1st, 2023?
Smooth being the word. I don't know that any of it's going to be smooth, but I certainly have no problems working with anyone that's on the county side. We worked together as we were trying to negotiate a merger plan. I don't think I have any problem at all, and I can't imagine there would be somebody that wasn't already my friend or I didn't already have a relationship with that you can just appeal to we should all be there for the same reason, which is to create a better school system. And I don't think I would have any problem, and certainly would use interpersonal communication skills if there were an impasse. I don't think I have any problem with it at all, because I didn't in the past.
All right, how about if you were appointed, what goals or objectives would you like to see accomplished during your tenure on the board?
Well, you know that my platform has been for my whole life's work, arts and culture. I certainly want to see the revival of music and theater and the cultural arts, art. I understand when budgets are tight, that's usually what gets kicked out of there first. But the other thing that I think is important, and I've seen this more as the graduates get out into life. I would like, as a goal, to teach life skills, budgeting, how to balance your checkbook, how to do your taxes. These are the practical things in life that these kids don't know when they are shoved out into the world, to just give them some experience in that. So I guess those would be two goals: arts and culture, and then life skills. And I might not have given up on the new tech approach to project-based learning.
Thanks.
How would you handle any confidential information that would be received? For example, confidential information regarding a student or its parents.
I'm not allowed to tell you the answer to that question. It's confidential.
That's good.
Do you think the city of Covington sufficiently funds the school system?
I think that you do that to the best of your ability. And I know how your contributions to the school system rack up to other communities. I know that you're giving us the best that you can. So I would say yes, because I don't know where to tell you to go to look for more money.
Yeah.
Do you think the agreement reached between Covington and Allegheny County for the merging of the school systems was fair to all city school children and taxpayers? Why or why not?
Yes, I think it was fair, because it was what got us to an agreement. The taxpayers were going to be strained trying to sustain two school systems. The students will have more advantages merged together. So I would have to say yes.
Okay. Do you have any concerns about the impending merger of the two local school systems? If so, what are these concerns?
I'm not going to go into the weeds on various gripes and complaints that I've heard. My main concern would be that everybody understands that the plan was created to achieve the goal of a merger. And to get everyone to agree and come to the table and try to change the plan is operating in bad faith. And that could jeopardize the whole merger in itself. So my concern would be that everyone stick to the plan, because it wasn't like somebody just dreamed it up in a day. We've been decades getting here, and this is the plan that allowed us to come here, and we stick to that.
Thank you.
So you've got just a couple minutes. Would you like to share anything else with us that you didn't get to cover in questions?
Sometimes it's best to know when to stop talking. The lesson I
Are we
learned
at that point?
the hard way. I think we are. Unless you have anything else, I know you have to ask everyone the same questions, right?
And we've done that, and I did the same with Jonathan. I gave him a minute or two at the end in case he had anything he wanted to share.
I think we can build something really exciting. And I would like to be part of that. I think we need to look around outside of our own little world at what's going on out in the rest of the world, because that's where these kids are headed. I don't have any problem traveling to Indiana to look at an educational approach that we haven't seen before, to see if we can bring it home and make it work here. I think reaching out, looking around in the big world, and I don't know why we couldn't bring the big world to Covington. I just don't think it's impossible. Some people do. I don't think there's anything that's impossible for people who are working together to accomplish. That would be it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tammy.
Thank you.
Take another trip.
Want a car loan with a little get up and go? Our credit union offers quick loan approvals and great rates. Our loans get you on the road fast because we belong to you. Jackson River Community Credit Union. We belong to you. Online at jacksonrivcomcu.org. We're federally insured by NCUA. We're an equal housing lender.